Hello everybody, good afternoon. My name is EonShiKeno. I'm going to cast a game today on Zelnaga Caverns between makaPrime as our red Terran player on the top part of the map and oGsTheWind as our Zerg player, blue Zerg player on the bottom part of the map. And they're having a little bit of discussion going on. These are both two well-known Korean players. Both of them have been in GSL before. So hopefully I'll have a really high caliber, high-level gameplay match today. We have the barracks being built down on the bottom and the supply depot at the top. Interesting build for makaPrime. I'm kind of expecting a fast expo with this build. He may even wall off here. Oh, okay. Building the barracks at the top, so he's just going to go with the standard two barracks opening harass, which is so common for the Korean players. And basically, I think he even just does this blindly. Yeah, he just assumes that his opponent's going to expo fast, and the Zerg player assumes he's going to get two barracks. I don't know, that's how it goes in Korea. But anyway, we're going to have this two barracks Marine push up against oGsTheWind. It's going to come down to whether or not oGsTheWind can defend this. He has this big, wide open expansion. It's going to be a lot harder to defend against lots and lots of Marines. He's chasing this one SCV run. He doesn't want makaPrime to be able to build that bunker out of vision, because we did see makaPrime in one of his latest. It was makaPrime. I can't remember who it was, but they built the bunker like further back and they kind of slow pushed it in. And now we got two SCVs versus two drones, and the drones are now in retreat. And it looks like makaPrime is going to try and wall off. Maybe he's going to get a wall off. No, he's falling back. He's just kind of hanging out. Marines are in transit. There goes the bunker, and he's got one Marine. No, he's pulling back. He's pulling back that SCV, and those drones can kill Marines. I've definitely had a couple two barracks plays pushed back because he just grabs 5 or 6 drones and just attacking moves and picks off all of your Marines as they're in transit across. They get him up here and they start pushing back. But makaPrime not going for anything else, just getting his gas up actually, so it doesn't look like he's gonna commit to this, and he's just gonna pick up some rich minerals along the way. Just what are those things called? Souvenirs. Yeah, it's a souvenir from his two barracks push. oGsTheWind and getting this expansion up nice and safe. So it looks like he's dealt with that pretty well. We have some Zerglings from oGsTheWind on attack, and we have a command center being built somewhere. Here we go. Command center for makaPrime being built, and the second gas going up. Building a supply depot right there. Oh, and he's going for a wall off. Is that a complete wall off? Doesn't look like it. Wait, maybe it is. It's hard to tell. I think that is a complete wall off. It would only make sense for him to do a wall off. A complete wall off at that point. So we actually have his SCV still running around with those gold. He's not going to get home, no! So he's not going to get those souvenirs home. And oGsTheWind now with map control has an overlord up here at the top just checking an eye on things. He's going to keep an eye on this expansion, see when that's going to go down. He sees the second gas there. He has a map control to these Zerglings, so he should feel pretty safe. He's even getting some creep tumors out. Where is that creep tumor at? There we go, getting the creep tumors out. Doing pretty well. Only on one gas so far, so we'll probably see him just start droning up quite a bit from now on. I think he's aware of the expansion. Actually, I think he did scout that. Yeah, he did scout that for a second. He's actually going to... Is that Overlord going to survive? Yeah, there it goes. Overlord survives, goes in there with the scout. Scouts at the command center, survives. And oGsTheWind is probably thinking someone. And makaPrime says, I think that's GG. But, so getting the scout that... oGsTheWind now is definitely aware of the expansion, and makaPrime, I guess, is a little sad that his expansion got scouted, but he's at the 2 gas. He's teching up. We're gonna have a starport factory, and he hasn't. Is he gonna swap this with the starport? Make one Banshee? Maybe. He still hasn't swapped it yet. Usually you lift the factory up. There he goes. Now he's gonna do it. Wait till the last possible second, making another tech lab, getting stim pack. Roach is being built for Roach Warren being built. Metabolic boost being researched. Still droning pretty hard. So oGsTheWind feeling pretty safe at this point, just droning, getting more gas, teching up, getting a baneling nest, getting producing all his tech buildings actually. And let's check the income. So yeah, oGsTheWind in the lead easily with harvesters, but not in the lead with income, of course, just because of those mules are pretty handy. Mules are pretty nice things to have. And check the Overlord positioning for oGsTheWind. Check out his vision. So yeah, he had that one Zergling there blocking that. And makaPrime finally gets his expansion down, so his income is going to kick up there a little bit as soon as these SCVs transfer. He's actually not transferring too many. That's kind of odd. He's just transferring 1. There they go. There they come. There come all the transfers. And we've got a factory being built, an engineering base. So We're gonna have some type of mech marine play. Here we go. Here we got the one Banshee popping out. One Banshee is a great thing to have. Just that one Banshee flying around the map, scouting, killing off Zerglings, keeping an eye on a number of expansions, forcing your opponent to maybe make one or two more queens, or pull their queens away from the hatcheries so they can do larva injection. You can see he pulled this queen away from his main to come over here and deal with this, because you need two queens to deal with one Banshee. So he's just basically denying those larva injection. He's going to try and kill one drone. He gets one drone and then just flies away. And hopefully, yeah, he's going to get out of there alive. So pretty good attack. You can also use Banshees to control creep spread. You know, if your Banshee is sitting up here above the edge of the creep tumor, you can easily kill those creep tumors when they're trying to be built. And you can also scout around for overlords, see where the overlords are, make one Viking and send those Vikings out. So makaPrime getting a second factory up, getting siege tech, making tanks, 2 tanks queued up there, even getting an upgrade. So it looks like we're going to have ourselves a long game. Both actually just Maka are really going for a lot of upgrades at this point. And Baneling getting the centrifugal hook upgrade. Centrifugal hook? Yeah, centrifugal hook upgrade. And oGsTheWind already working on taking out those destructible rocks. And this Banshee just going around. He already has 4 kills and sent an SCV up here to get repaired. But oh no, the Zerglings, nope, doesn't look like they're going to show up. But maybe they will. Maybe they're going to go kill that SCV. And it looks like the SCV is going to be in trouble. Nope, he changed his mind. He doesn't want to fight that Banshee. And that's not worth the cost of an SCV. So falling back. How many queens is he up to now? 1 there, 1 there. So up to 3 queens, even getting a macro hatch. This third hatchery for Zerg players, like a macro hatchery, is definitely becoming, I think it's going to become like standard play in the future, because it's just a safer build rather than going for a third base so quickly. It's really easy for the Terran player just to see that and go kill it, and you instantly lose a third of your production. So it's a lot safer just to get that in your base, play a little bit safer, and go with that. And Mac, you can even see come over here scouting for this expansion. Doesn't see it, so he's not going to go on any more aggressive pressure other than he might have would have. He's even setting up a third base, getting a third command center going, falling off this back hidden area with a barracks. Smart play. Can't get any units through there, so it's a 4-cell wall. So this barracks is more than enough. Is it 4? Yeah, I think it's 4. 2 supply depots wall off, and so does the command center. Actually, so does a engineering bay. But yeah, not too much going on so far. Both players just macroing up a pretty large army. You can check the resource tab. 103, 100, actually 106, 104. So really close this far in the game. Resources are very low for both players, except for oGsTheWind has a little bit more resources. But Zerg does like to save up the resources a little bit whenever they want to whenever they're waiting for tech to finish, like these Spire. He may be waiting for a little bit more gas before he makes a whole bunch of muta. We may see a bunch of muta pop out. There we go, 6 muta popping out. So he's waiting for all that to pop up, and he does throw down his hatchery down here. We have a drop. Mac is kind of just hanging out. Now he sees it. Stimming, he's going to be able to kill that really quickly. He's forced to kill it. Is he going to get the drone? Yes, he's going to get the drone on top of it. And no, this Marine's being left behind. I guess he didn't. Yeah, poor bastard. He just gets left behind, and these 7 guys are like, do we forget Larry? It's like I just have an image of the Home Alone movie where they're all on the plane and the mother's like, Kevin! And yeah, so that's what we had right there, a little home. Oh no, the mutas are out. They're going to take out that Banshee. Banshee is down. So that Scout Banshee is dead. Those muta are out. And makaPrime doing a really nice slow tank push. Look at these tanks spread. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh, it's amazing. It's like a work of art. And a really nice spread. Throwing up some missile turrets in the back of his base to deal with these muta harass that can keep in his back position of his base. SCVs being put up. So Maka actually ahead of the Zerg player and expanding. With delaying this expansion, getting this rich mineral field. His opponent didn't go for the rich mineral field. He went for the one that's further back here. And we've got some muta on the attack. They're going to come up here and do some harassing, do some scouting. They're going to get in here, right past all the missile turrets, and get some free SCV kills. 5 or 6 Marines coming up, and he's getting a little too close to that missile turret. He's going to lose any muta. No muta are lost, but he may get him. Oh, wait. It's a little too close to that rally there. Actually, that may be the highest point he can actually get across. And there's a bunch of SCV kills he can get in here with all these mutas, doing some really nice muta micro, pulling back to shoot, run, and pull some more Marines. He did force a stem with these few up here, but it wasn't too many. And going to come with their sniper Marine. Hasn't lost a single muta yet, I think. And he's getting a whole bunch of kills. Wow, very nice. 4 kills just in that one mutaless, 2 kills. And oh no, gets a little too close to that missile turret. And does he lose one? Oh my gosh, still hasn't lost a mutaless yet. Look how low those are. I don't know if that's micro, if that's just luck. but he's still alive with those Mutalisks, and it looks like oGsTheWind is going to go for an attack. Wait, maybe not, he's just positioning. We did have these creep tumors get killed off by a scan in that Banshee, so the creep did get slowed down a little bit, and Banshee's coming up here, just going to do some more harassing. We can check the production facilities of our Terran player, see what he's up with. Building yet another command center, taking out these destructible rocks, and these Muta are they still alive? Yeah, he still has all 6 of them. 13 roaches being produced, even teching all the way up to Hive. He's going to pull some SCVs to repair this barracks, keep that alive. And he's not really making any more Muta. He just made a couple of the Muta to force a whole bunch of missile turrets to be produced, force a couple stems, and just causes the opponent to play a little bit of defense. oGsTheWind gets giving a sad face that he lost all his Muta to that. I don't know if he was not paying attention or something, but that didn't go the way he wanted to. And it looks like is oGs going to finally go for an attack. He's waiting maybe for that second armor carapace upgrade to finish before he's going to go in for an attack. And it's going to finish here pretty soon. Our Terran player getting a whole bunch of upgrades, 2 Thors coming out, but Thor's not really going to be that important because he's not making any more Muta. 14 drones being produced. He wants to really saturate that expansion. Tank spread is amazing, and oGsTheWind, I don't know if this attack's going to go very well. If he's going to fall back. Oh, nice fungal growth, keeping that infestor alive with 6 left. Fungal growth down on 5 or 6 of those Marines, and oGsTheWind, I think, made a really smart decision there and didn't attack into that because Maka's base was spread out so well. The tanks, look at the spread on these tanks. That's pretty nice. He's got a really nice wall off here, kind of forced a whole bunch of small choke points, and that was really nice. So the Thors are out, so like I was saying, Thors are pretty nice. Ooh, a Nidus Worm. Nidus Worm is out somewhere. We're going to see some tricky stuff by oGsTheWind. A whole bunch of roaches out. Let's check the food count. 187, so Maka actually ahead of oGsTheWind, so wow. Total macro Terran going on. I love that macro Terran style. 193 to 160, that is crazy. So we do have the saturation now going on for oGsTheWind at this third base. Even set up his 4th, so the 4th are right on time for both players. A little bit of an SCV transfer going on. Marine tanks being sent down there for defense, even putting up bunkers. Man, makaPrime is playing so much defensive. This is totally unlike most makaPrime games I've seen on GSL, and it looks like oGsTheWind is going to go in for an attack with this army he's got going here. Tank says no way, no how. Well, loses a couple Zerglings at tasting the front door. We have a drop. Looks like some more Marines are being dropped 8 in there, and they can snipe those Queens so easily. 8 Marines can do so much damage to Queens. Taking out some Zerglings, and looks like he's going to be forced to retreat as soon as all those Roaches and Queens and Infestor shows up. The Infestor going to get a fungal growth on there. He's trying to get back there, but all those Roaches are in the way. No, he's going to get through there. And oh no! Misclick of doom from oGsTheWind, actually attack moving on his extractor. And oh no, he can lose his medevac. So his fungal growth, there it is. Boom, those guys are all dead. That medevac is going to crash and burn. We even have a sensor tower up for a makaPrime, so playing so defensive. I really like this. Pushing up, even making a bunker and a missile turret at the Xel'Naga tower. makaPrime loving the bunkers. Bunker over here. Tank spread really nice. Really nice spread with his Marines. 2 attack upgrades. And looks like oGsTheWind was just testing out that and decides not want to push. And makaPrime pushing out with bunkers and tanks. It's so beautiful to see this play. What do we got up here? Some Overlords hanging out. One more Overlord over here. So you have that speed upgrade. No speed upgrade yet. It's kind of odd considering we're 20 minutes into the game. But nonetheless, we have this 4th base for oGsTheWind is now popping up, and oGsTheWind gives it another sad face. And I wonder what he's saying. He's probably saying like, where can I attack, or what is like a safe avenue to attacking? Because makaPrime just has like an invincible wall of like, look at this, tanks, bunkers, Marines, all over the place. All of this, you don't want to attack into that anywhere because all of that is just like death. I mean, oh no, we have actually a push come down here. A bunch of Marines pushing up, getting a whole bunch of Overlord kills. Very nice, and he's actually not supply blocked, so good for him having more than enough Overlords out. And here we have a big tech switch to Muta, a bunch of Muta popping out. 16 Muta are coming out, so he's going to do some harassing with Muta. That is enough Muta to just basically fly around and have your way with the base. As long as there are no Thor or big packs of Marines, you can just fly around, pick off missile turrets and stuff like that. This is the critical number of Muta that I think you at least need to have before you can fly in there and start doing some serious damage. So we have 3 Thors out, a couple Vikings, even has 1 attack up on air units. That very rarely gets upgraded. And snipes a Marine. That was just going down here to do some scouting, taking a 5th over here at the right position. Missile turrets. He actually has more missile turrets here, and actually using a Nidus Worm at the same time, so pushing in with Mutalisks at the same time, building a Nidus Worm. Oh man, I love this timing attack. Actually, not a timing attack. I just love the method to his madness here. Just Mutalisks going in, doing a regular Muta harass. On top of that, he's throwing down a Nidus Worm. And if he gets these units out, banging these roaches, they're going to get out. The Vikings actually landing to kill the Nidus Worm. Oh, it goes down. So sacrificing those Vikings to take out that Nidus Worm, that could have been devastating to makaPrime's base. He would have lost so many production facilities. And oGsTheWind is trying to make an entrance into Maka's seemingly invincible base with those Nidus Worms. And I love to play with the Mutalisks. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Using Mutalisks, kind of like pushing your way in, popping up a Nidus Worm, flooding in all of your ground forces. That's a really, really smart play. I like that so much. And just the tank spread with makaPrime is so nice. He's not clumping them up in any form whatsoever. He has it spread out so well that no matter which way oGsTheWind attacks with ground units, he's going to take critical amount of losses, and it's really not going to be cost effective. And looks like oGsTheWind's going for another attack with some Mutalisks. Has that one attack upgrade, Planetary Fortress morphing in and losing those missile turrets so quickly. 4 Marines in here trying to protect the fortress, but it looks like it's going to die. Vikings showing up, Marines stimming from across the map, and he's going to lose that command center. Oh, he's going to kill it. Yeah, there he goes. Finally gets it. Oh, the mules. Oh, man, he even just called down 6 mules right there, so all those mules are going to be going to have to do a little bit of walking distance before they can actually start mining. So that was a big economic hit for him there after he called all of those mules. And these Vikings are going to be able to pick off. Nope, but it looks like the nope, Muta are falling back, the Marines stimming. And we have this little fight. Oh no, Thor's picking off some Muta as they're all bunched up there. 13 more Muta being produced, and these Thors are spread out very well. And it looks like oGsTheWind is, oh man, he's taking quite a few losses after he took down that command center. He probably should have killed the command center and just flown, excuse me, flown straight down, got out of there, but he kind of trapped himself. oGsTheWind now a 3 carapace upgrade for his Zerg units. Does he have any attack upgrade melee? Nope, just 3 carapace upgrades for his ground units. And he's gonna have 2 attack upgrades. There we go. Now we're getting some more upgrades and a whole bunch of Muta being produced. Even building Terran building armor. So wow, makaPrime just cut this map in half basically. It's like you get 5 bases, I'll get 5 bases, and we'll run this map out of minerals. And speaking of almost out of minerals, gold mineral field here is just about out. This back one has quite a few left. There he's not even fully saturating this gas yet. Actually put one too many on the gas. But oGsTheWind still hasn't made any Ultralisks or Broodlords or anything like that. He's kind of sticking with more of a mid-tech range, but pushing up here with the Roaches. Still doesn't have Burrow yet. Man, this is crazy. oGsTheWind has like 5 bases and still it doesn't have some of the, what I consider like basic upgrades like Overlord Speed or Burrow. And a whole bunch of Vikings showing up. They're going to definitely make those Muta fall back. There's too many Marines there to deal with that. Let's just actually check the unit count. 15 Vikings, 15 tanks, 31 Marines, 62 SCVs versus 52 drones. makaPrime now with 2 attack air upgrade on those Lancer torpedoes. oGsTheWind doing a lot of talking in this game. Not happy, I guess, for some reason. But I really think he could just pop up a Nidus Worm right back here or somewhere. I think he could definitely make use of some Nidus Worms, come back here, do some fungal growth or something like that. He does have missile turrets spread out very well. Like you can see the missile turrets spread, so he can't actually burrow, use infestors and burrow to get back there. So that's definitely a problem. But you can easily use a Nidus Worm, pop it up somewhere in the back. But man, he's a missile turret way back here also. Yes, still doesn't have that Overlord speed upgrade yet, but he does have 2 attack upgrade on those Mutalisks, and they'll be able to deal quite a bit of damage. Let's go back to the income tab, 62 to 54, and our blue player actually looks like he's sending some SCVs over here, 3 to, I don't know what he's planning on doing, but at the same time, Mutalisks coming up here and just getting slaughtered. Oh my gosh, he's lost so many Mutalisks in that attack. He's probably going to want to pull some, it looks like he's going to wise up, pull some infestors along with this attack. But he doesn't want to get too close to those tanks. Have a really close range they can shoot so far. And these Vikings are just going to wreck those Muta next time they come into attack. oGsTheWind really needs to change up his tech, get some Broodlords out or some Ultralisks out, just get some higher tech, and pop up some Nidus Worms around the back somewhere. If you could pop some Nidus Worms back here around the back or some more in here. Actually, maybe back here would be a little bit safer. But just try and, I mean, he could do that, or he could just kind of sit back and let both players mine out, and then have like some huge in-game, 200 food army, and then that would actually work out better for the Zerg player because he could mass up a huge amount of larvae, spawn like multiple, like bank so much money, and just spawn like 2 or 3 or even 4 200 food armies multiple times and attack straight into the Terran player. So the later this game goes, I think the benefit goes more and more towards oGsTheWind if they don't attack each other and they just kind of bank resources. You can check the resources tab right now. 6,000 minerals, 4,500 gas, for oGsTheWind, 5,400 minerals for makaPrime, 4,100 gas. So yeah, the gas and mineral numbers are huge, but oGsTheWind isn't even maxed out. Isn't even maxed out. So Maka is just getting, look at this, it's just like upgrades all over the place. Zerg attack level 2, adrenal glands, chitinous plating, Terran ships level 3, infantry armor, what? Helios infantry armor level 1 at this point, seeker missile, Corvid reactor. This game is crazy. What is going on? It's just like they both were like, oh, let's both macro for 40 minutes in this game. And that's kind of what's going on. We got a stalemate. Like makaPrime, just the way he's been playing this, and oops, sorry, I missed that. Too busy looking at all these upgrades. But I think there's going to be more than enough action in the rest of this game. But we got more spine crawlers being placed just for a little bit of defense. But makaPrime playing so slow, so methodical with these tanks spread, these bunkers, this bunker, and just all over the place. It's making it really hard for the Zerg player just to attack straight into it, unless he goes for some type of like, guaranteed like all in, just send all your units, timing, attacking. Look at these upgrades, some of these you never even see. Behemoth reactor, that's for the battle cruisers. He's getting a battle cruiser, he's getting Neo steel frame. That's for bunkers, so they can hold more people in bunkers, isn't it? I think it is. The people never get those. 4 ultralisks being made, so he's finally getting some higher tech units, and it looks like they're just having some chat craft right now. Let's check how many queens he actually has. How many queens is he up to? 3 queens. Okay, not too many queens, but he has a pretty big larva count built up, so larva's not really too big of an issue. You can see here pretty much maxed, I think, on larva, except for down here. You could probably move a queen over there, over here, and max out even more on larva. Throwing some scans down. Both players just kind of chilling out, saying, you can attack me, or, I'm just going to sit here and wait for you to attack me. We'll both mine out and go from there, but, yeah, not much going on. I'm actually going to speed this up for a second because I don't think they're going to attack each other for all. Look at these upgrades. What is that? Weapon refit. I don't even remember what that is. It has to be like, is that like, I don't even remember. I'm drawing a blank. I don't know what that icon is. But we got cloak being researched now, attack weapons level 2 for mech, and some starports. Both players just kind of chilling out. There we go, get that bunker, beefy bunker. I've never seen that before in a Starcraft match. That's like, and he's now just suiciding SCVs into spine crawlers to free up food at this point. He's all mined out up here. He could actually fly this orbital command somewhere else, or just use it for scouting or something. Who knows? But infestors, neural parasite, attack level 3. This is just like going upgrades. Planetary fortress. He's making 2 planetary fortresses. One up here, just for like a wall next to this bunker with 400 life. Making another command center here. This is like going to make planetary fortress, and another planetary fortress. I don't see oGsTheWind wanting to attack into planetary fortresses anytime soon. makaPrime really needs to deal with this back area of his base. It's kind of weak. I mean, he does have the sensor tower, so we can see if it pops up, but it's just going to matter whether or not he can get there in time to deal with it. And tanks killing some Zerglings, sending some units in here, just testing, wanting to kill those Marines or something. But actually, oh snap! Steals! And SCV's going to build a command center. oGsTheWind is building a command center. He's going to have to fungal that again, or actually neural parasite it again before it runs away. And there he does. He gets it again. And is makaPrime just going to let him have his SCV? How many times is he going to have to neural parasite that thing? I'm wondering if they're like trolling us at this point. If they're just like, let's make this stupid game for these people, and they're going to watch it and think we're crazy or something. But I actually have a fight going on here with Banshee, actually doing some harassing, actually getting some kills, some action back in the game. 3 attack rate for Banshee, crazy, and Mule Scout, but no overseers in sight. So that Banshee's just going to rack up the kills, and let's go back to this Zerg player building a command center. So this is going to be a problem if makaPrime lets him finish this command center. And, oh no, Baneling! Oh, terrible! oGsTheWind! Frowny face. Oh man. Actually, maybe he did that on purpose. Maybe he did. I don't know. He doesn't have enough energy for neural parasites, so maybe he did that on purpose. makaPrime kind of baiting another SCV here for him to steal, but Cloak Banshee showing up. He can kill a whole bunch of infestors if he wants to. He's got those 15 damage a shot, but no, he's going to kill some drones. Really? Drones? I mean, look at the income. Look at the resources. He's got 11,000 resources for him. 12,000 resources. Do you think this is a really smart idea, makaPrime, to go for drones? I mean, he could lose all of his drones, and he's not going to be... There we go. Kill the infestor. There we go. But, unfortunately, fungal growth decloaks it, and oGsTheWind is gonna lose his half-built command center to infestors. Okay, it looks like makaPrime is actually giving him actually it was giving him thing, so I definitely think they are screwing with this at this point. So medevac's showing up. What is he doing? Is this a misclick? What is he doing with these medevacs? Is he suiciding him? He must be just suiciding him just to get. Okay, yeah, he made 2 more Ravens, so he's definitely just suiciding units now at this point. And oGsTheWind, makaPrime is just giving him, he's like, sure, go ahead, build the command center. Terran units suck anyway. But we might see some crazy unit combinations here. I'm actually going to speed this up and actually suiciding a whole bunch of SCVs and mules. Oh, I don't want to send those mules, buddy. He's actually going to kill some infestors. It actually finishes. There we go, finishes the command center. oGsTheWind with a command center up and going. And Vikings are pushing up. They might push up a little bit and actually spreading some missile turrets, pushing up some tanks. These Vikings can crush those Mutalisks just with how much damage they do. Wow, 13 damage, 2 attacks, 26 damage to Mutalisk. And yeah, and still oGsTheWind not at 200. How is he not at 200? I guess he's just waiting for some more upgrades. Finally getting Burrow, of course. That's okay, everybody out there. Little tip from oGsTheWind: at the 40-minute mark, you start researching Burrow, because wait till the 40-minute mark and wait till you have 13,000 resources before you research Burrow. But makaPrime slow pushing out. Is he suiciding the store, or yeah, I think he's just using the store to kill spine crawlers. What's it matter? And Marines sending Marines over here to take out a spine crawler. Not too much action going on, and oGsTheWind being slow pushed back into his base. We can check his army. He doesn't really have that much of an army going on. He's got a couple Ultralisks, some battle cruisers coming out, and oGsTheWind is building a supply depot. Okay, yeah, you need a supply depot. Then you build a barracks, and then you can make some cool Terran units. And Vikings being fungal growth, but they're going to get picked off. A whole bunch of Vikings in the back. And who's going to win this fight? Upgrade-wise, the Terran player is ahead with upgrades. We have 3 attacks with the Zerg player. No Carapace upgrades for those Mutalisk yet, but he's losing so many Mutalisk. Wow, he just lost a whole bunch of food. Down to 155, and oGsTheWind is just going to fungal growth those Vikings. They can't see where they're going. They've got green goop all over them. And actually getting a little too close there to that tank. Where's that tank at? This tank over here is actually getting a little too close, shooting on some infestors. And all those Vikings are falling from the sky. 7 battlecruisers are coming out. I think maybe makaPrime is actually going to attack and not just kind of walk his base into oGsTheWind's base. Maybe that's what's going to happen. He's got this Nidus room up. I want to really see him use some more Nidus room, sending some more Marines up here. Still doesn't have fully upgraded Marines. He's really going for mech upgrades at this point. Just pushing missile turrets up. What is he doing with these missile turrets? Is oGsTheWind even still playing? He might be AFK at this point. There's like missile turrets pushed up all over here. Banelings spread out. Trying to rebuild this base to get 132 gas out of there. Okay. And how many more bases are left to mine? This one is basically out. This one is really close to being out. So, yeah, as far as money goes, I think oGsTheWind has more money built up. And I'm just going to speed this up again because these guys must have like stopped, went out for lunch. And then, okay, it looks like sending in some more SCVs to just kill some units. They're going to SCV versus drones. Banelings! Oh, nice. Using like that one Baneling took out so many SCVs at that point. And, oh, this is a ridiculous army. Not even kidding. Look at this. Vikings with some crazy upgrades. Wow, so many Raven. Wow. And look at these battle cruisers with the autocannon upgrades. Uh-oh, this is going to be disgusting, this attack. Now makaPrime is just going to come in here and start crushing face. oGsTheWind's Terran tech isn't looking so hot. That orbital command is going to drop so quick. Actually, we do have some more tech buildings over here. Factory. oGsTheWind's sad because he just lost his only orbital command he's ever had. And these battle cruisers, he probably didn't even know there were battle cruisers coming. And here we go, we got some neural parasite going on, and he's going to be able to focus down and kill off. He grabbed every single one of those. He grabbed every single one of those battle cruisers with neural parasite, and he's going to try and kill each other, all those off. He's actually, now he's using the Yamato cannon. There he goes, more neural parasites going off and shooting fungal growth all over the place, and Yamato cannons. But actually, those battle cruisers still, he only hurt like 2 or 3 of them, and he's going to be forced to pull those infestors back. These battle cruisers are indestructible. Look at those things. They're just going to clear out this entire base. He's going to lose so much attack upgrades, all the way maxed at 3. Armor still at 2. Just lost the Queen. She's on fire, and he's going to lose his Spire. He's going to lose all his tech at this point, and makaPrime is looking like he's going to win this game, I would say. oGsTheWind is just so sad. Banelings, Ultralisk, Roaches, sorry, none of those shoot up, but he's making 24 Corruptors. That might be enough to deal with these Battlecruisers, but these Ravens, those point defense drones and secret missiles, might be able to crush those Corruptors. So he did lose his base over here on the right, not a big deal, actually sending another drone back to, actually just long distance mining from there. But we're going to have a big attack here pretty soon. Did he just get supply blocked? He's making 11 Overlords. I think he did get supply blocked. But all the Corruptors are showing up. They do have 3 attack upgrades. They're going to focus down and kill these Battlecruisers so quickly. Any corruption going on? Don't see any corruption going on yet. But it looks like those Battlecruisers can drop pretty fast. But point defense drones are down. Secret missiles are chasing them. They're going to have to run. Run, Corruptors, run. But no, he's not running! Oh! Oh my god! Wow. Let's see his sad face. Come on, oGsTheWind. Nope, no sad face. We love those sad faces. Throwing down some transfusion, healing up his Corruptors. But it looks like makaPrime is going to be able to finish this game. I don't see how he's going to lose. He's sending more Corruptors in. But no point defense drone denies any of that. He's not going to have any of that. oGsTheWind saying something. And he's just making... Oh, wow. Looks like we're going to have a whole bunch of Vikings show up. And he's going to have Corruptors and Vikings versus Battlecruisers. And Ravens and Vikings. Okay. More point defense drones being placed, but it looks like he's not even going to kill anything. Oh, Yamato Cannon taking out a Corruptor. And just slowly falling back using these point defense drones as defense for those Battlecruisers. And oGsTheWind is kind of in trouble at this point. Kind of in trouble. He's been in trouble for a really long time. And he can't attack anywhere. Like, look at this entrance. Okay, you have to go through a planetary fortress, a bunker. Like, 3 tanks have vision on you. And missile turrets all over the place. Yeah, not looking too hot. And makaPrime, I don't know what he's saying. What else is he making? He's making tanks. oGsTheWind making tanks. If you would ask me at the beginning of the game if the last fight was going to be between Battlecruisers, Ravens, and then Corruptors against Corruptors, Vikings, and tanks, I would have said probably not. And I would, of course, would have been wrong because that looks like what is going to happen here. So we're going to have a huge... I think we're going to have a gigantic class fight show up. I can't believe there haven't been any nukes yet. Come on, makaPrime. You're a Terran player. This is like an hour-long game or something. Make some nukes. Taking out that Nidus from me. He's pushing up those Battlecruisers. I'm just going to speed this up because I want to see this last fight happen. And he's just going straight in there. There's no infestors left, but he can throw a massive fungal growth down. And Yamato Cannoning Ultralisks. There goes a whole bunch of corruption. But it's not going to do anything because he threw down like 17 point defense drones. That is ridiculous. And yeah, look, he's invincible. He might as well be invincible. And try to make some more Vikings. Those point defense drones, those things are so good. Look at that. It's like not even funny. Can't even get one. And more Yamato cannons taking out Vikings. Trying to kill these. Almost killed one Battlecruiser. You may get it. Nope. Didn't even kill one Battlecruiser. There he goes. He got one Battlecruiser. With his ridiculous number of Vikings. He's baiting him back out of the point defense drone range, which is pretty nice. But all these units, why did he make tanks whenever everything his opponent is making is mostly air? And oGsTheWind is trying to micro, and then makaPrime just moving into it saying, you know what, I'm going to crush you. But oGsTheWind is kind of losing his whole army to Battlecruisers. What's the APM in this game? It's like, still their average is still like 150, even though this game is so long, there's been so much inaction. Now oGsTheWind's getting armor upgrades for tanks and... actually, those are air upgrades, sorry, against the Vikings, but oGsTheWind is just in trouble. You need to attack, buddy. You know he's just losing everything. oGsTheWind's going down, unfortunately, this game. Battlecruiser's just picking off units left and right. This is bad news for oGsTheWind. He's gonna... Sitting in Overlord. Still doesn't have Overlord upgrade. Oh my god, this is... long distance mining from this 4th base. I think that was his 4th base, but yeah. A lot of cruisers wiping stuff out, and finally he's going to attack into this. Let's see how he does against one planetary fortress and 4 tanks. He's going to kill it. There he goes, killing it. Thor coming up from the right. Battlecruisers chasing from behind. And that's about all she wrote for oGsTheWind's army. Money-wise, wow, makaPrime down to 5,000. And oGsTheWind at 1,500, so he spent most of his resources, actually. And SCV is now on the offensive. 2 armor upgrades on those guys. But yeah, oGsTheWind kind of I don't know if at what point his hopes were crushed whenever he wanted to go kill Maka, and he just kind of gave up at one point and just kind of turned into a fun game for him, I think. He's still microing with those white Vikings. Look at that. like it's gonna matter. He's like, oh, check this out. Oh yeah, I'm gonna kite these battlecruisers all day long. Taking it out finally, and yeah, he's still trying. I'd really love to see him get these overlords upgraded so he can do like a Thor tank drop with some overlords. That'd be pretty sweet. Haven't seen that yet. And yeah, he's gonna have to GG anytime soon here. Come on, makaPrime, you gotta finish him up. Send some more units. You got a huge army still. Let's check the army count. 200 versus 43, 10,000 versus 1,200. So yeah, not even close. But oGsTheWind, never give up, never surrender. He's now killing his own armories because, you know, what else the hell are you going to do this late in the game? Let's see now, what do we got? An attack with Vikings and a whole bunch of tanks sieging up here on the top. They're going to take out, I think that's this, nope, one more hatchery down here still. And there we go, oGsTheWind GGing after excuse me, a very, very long game. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about that game. I think there was a point in this game when oGsTheWind was kind of like, he's just gonna like his like heart breaks in half, and he's like, oh, there's nothing I can do at this point to win right now, so I just give up. It reminds me of that Simpsons episode where Ralph wants a Valentine's Day card from Lisa, and then like later on she breaks his heart or something, and like Bart like rewinds it, like you can actually see the moment where his heart actually explodes or something like that. I don't know. That's what I see happening on oGsTheWind's. That's what I see happening to him in this game at some point. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm probably only going to upload this to 720p just because it's so long, and this would be like a 15 gigabyte file. So anyways, I'll see you guys later.